We'll start standing today, so find your place on your mat. Shoulders above hips, above ankles. Feet right under your hips, toes pointed forward, and feel your weight distributed evenly in both feet. Settle into your breath. Nice, deep, slow, even breathing, practicing the Ujjayi breath if you'd like. So as you exhale, you hear your breath like a sigh or a whisper. Touch base with your body, see what's going on with it today. Appreciate it for what it is, and ask it to do the best it can here on the mat right now. Focus in a little bit on your hips because we're going to be working with them a lot today. Ask them for strength and openness, expansion. We tend to hold a lot in our hips sometimes, and we can get really tight there. So let's think about opening that up. Let's bring our palms together over our hearts and try to spread your toes out really, really wide. Give yourself a really strong base against the floor. From there, let's inhale to rise up on the toes and exhale, lower the heels back down. Inhale, lift, nice and steady and controlled. Exhale, lower the heels back down. A few more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Let's hold it. And then bring the arms up above the head. And as you exhale, float the arms down, keep the heels up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, the hands back down over the heart as you lower the heels. Good. Let's take our feet out a little bit wider, heel toe them out so they're a little wider than your hips. And inhale your arms up high. As you exhale, tilt to one side. We're coming into that starfish. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist or lean to the other side, weight in the other foot. Back to center. Now you notice you can keep your toe there on the ground like I did, or you can lift that foot up, depending on your balance today and what feels good. Nice and steady. Keeping the limbs really wide and open. You're reaching through your fingers, reaching through both legs and through the top of your head. Try to make that smooth transition from side to side, moving with your breath. Remember, you can always keep that toe on the ground instead of lifting the leg way up. Good. Now let's hold it up there on one foot, keeping that leg lifted, nice strong starfish position. And then as you bring the foot back down, take the opposite arm up. So the left foot comes down, the right arm lifts up and over. The left hand can rest on your hip for a little more support. Feel your right foot really anchoring down to the floor as the left arm reaches up and over. Good. Shift your weight back into starfish on that right leg. Left foot is up. And then place the left foot down. Switch sides. Find your balance and hold. Breathing. If your left foot is down, we're slowly lowering the right to match and bringing the left arm up and reaching it over. Shoulders stay low. You can look up toward your left arm if you want. Feel your left leg anchoring you down into the mat. With an inhale, straighten up and shift back into your starfish on that leg. Good. Then bring both feet together on the floor. Palms together over the heart again. Let's lift the heels up. Pause right there. Inhale as you take the arms up high, keeping the heels up. And then exhale the palms down over the heart as you lower the heels and fold forward. I'm just turning on the mat so you can see. We'll inhale up into an extended forward fold. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten the back. Bring the hands to the shins. And then exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, flatten the back. Bring it up to about parallel with the floor if you can. And exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, extend. Hold it right there in that extended forward fold. And then take your arms to your hips. Spine parallel with the floor. Hold it there. And if you'd like, as you inhale, you can sweep your arms overhead, biceps by your ears. Good. Hold and breathe. Feel the strength in your back, and then fold forward, hands toward the floor. Take a step back with your left foot about halfway back so you can lift your hands up onto your shin for a pyramid. Hips are level here. Feel your right hip drawing back, left hip drawing forward. So your sacrum is flat. You could place a glass of water there and it would stay. Both feet are anchored strongly into the floor. And then let yourself fold again, bringing the weight into the right foot so you can step back bigger with the left, bringing the left knee to the floor and into a low lunge. Let's bring the heart up so the shoulders are above the hips. Arms can stay by your side or they can reach forward, palms coming together. Shoulders are square to the front of the mat and so are the hips. And then we're going to twist to the right. So stretch that right arm back behind you as you bring the left wrist down to the left leg or to the right leg. Good. Bring that hand slowly forward again. Reach for the floor with both hands. Curl the left toes under to lift the hips up. And then step back to a plank. Gently bring the knees to the floor and lower down to the floor. All the way down. Take your arms wide, your legs slightly apart. In this flying bird, we're going to lift everything up high and lower down with control. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. As high as you can each time. Go for it. Exhale, lower. Bring the hands back under the shoulders, legs back together. Squeeze those elbows right in by your side as you press up through a kneeling plank. And then stretch the hands forward to come to an extended puppy or a kneeling downward dog. Hips are above the knees. Head is releasing toward the floor. Keep some weight under your palms, just a little bit of pressure there against the floor. And then press into your hands a little so you can lift the shoulders. Walk your hands back under you so you can lift up to a plank. And then bring that right foot forward wide. Step the foot outside the right hand. So we're in a wide high lunge. From there, step the left foot forward wide. So it's outside the left hand. And now we're sinking down into a squat. The yoga squat, the deep squat. So you can stay right here, hands on the floor, or you can bring your elbows inside your knees and let your hips lower down even further. Your toes are pointed out. Heels are on the floor, so you might need to adjust your feet wider or narrower to help that happen. Take nice deep breaths and bring your hands back to the floor. Lift the hips up high. Turn your toes forward again and then just fold forward here. Let's bring both arms behind the back. See if you can hold your elbows behind your back. If not, that's okay. Just place them on your low back wherever you can reach. So we're still in that slightly wider stance here. Our feet maybe just outside the mat. And then release your hands again. Start to walk your feet back together, back under your hips. Nice deep fold here. And then with the inhale, come to your extended fold. Exhale, forward fold, deeper still. Now step back about halfway with your right foot. Everything on the other side, starting with the pyramid. Both toes are pointed toward the front of your mat. Both heels anchoring strong into the mat. And the hips are level. If you're ready, bring your arms to your side, and then inhale, sweep them overhead, biceps by the ears, and then fold forward. Hands to the floor. Step back bigger with your right foot, lowering the knee down to come to low lunge on this side. Lifting the heart, dropping the hips, getting settled, and then bring the shoulders on top of the hips. When you're ready, arms forward, palms together. Left knee on top of the left ankle, left hip drawing back, right hip drawing forward, letting the hips lower with each breath. And then we'll twist, opening to the left, bringing the left arm behind you, the right arm to the left leg. Going as far as it's comfortable to go, taking those deep breaths. And then bring it forward again, hands lowering down to the floor, right toes curl under, step back to plank, lower the knees down, and exhale, lower your chest down all the way to the floor. Once again, revisiting the flying bird by taking the limbs wide, just like that starfish when we were on our feet. And let's inhale, lift everything up. This time, hold it. But keep using your breath to go higher. So every time you inhale, try to lift a little more. Good. On your next exhale, lower down. Bring the feet together. Hands under your shoulders. Tricep strength, elbows in. Press up through a kneeling plank. Stretch your hands forward. Return to that extended puppy. Press into your palms a little bit. Walk the hands back in. Curl the toes under. We'll lift to plank. And then step forward big with that left foot, settling for a moment in the wide high lunge. And then step forward big with the right foot. Point the toes out a little bit. Keep here with your hands on the floor. Hips maybe the level of your knees, back flat. And let's extend our arms so we have a long line from head to heel, or head to tailbone. From there, bring your elbows inside your legs and settle the hips down lower. If that's comfortable, keep lifting the heart up, drawing the shoulders back. Good. Hands come to the floor, hips lift. Point the toes forward again and let yourself hang here in that slightly wider forward fold. Again, if you'd like, we can bring the hands behind the back, and this time let's press the palms together, keeping the fingers pointed toward the hips. Good. Let your arms float back down to the floor. Walk your feet together again. And then take that big step back with both feet, coming to downward dog. Fingers spread wide, heels lowering. Good. Bring the knees to the floor and just roll back so you're sitting on your seat. We'll bring the feet to the floor. Knees falling open a little bit, and bring your arms between your legs so that you can rest your calves on your wrists and lean back to balance between your tailbone and your sit bones in flower. Taking nice deep breaths there, lifting the heart. Keep the legs up, straighten them out to the sides so we're in a wide boat. Lift the arms up high on an inhale if you can. Bring the feet back together and slowly lower the legs down to the floor, sitting tall before you fold forward over the legs. Good. Inhale, sit up tall again. Exhale, arms float down to your side. And let's take a wide stance with our legs so our feet are as far out as they can go. Scoot yourself forward a little bit and then sit up tall. Your hands can stay right here behind you. You might already be feeling that stretch, and if that's the case, that's enough. Stay with it. You can also start to lean yourself forward a little bit. You can bring your hands in front of you. And from there you can start to lower down to the elbows or stretch all the way out on the floor if it's there. All the while, we're keeping the spine really long so you can breathe easily. Keep the heart moving forward, not down between your elbows, but forward toward the end of your mat. Good, let's sit up tall again. Finding all that length in your spine. And then we're going to twist, bringing the left arm around your back, and it might stop there on your low back, or you might reach for your right hip crease. From there, take your right arm across the front of your body and rest it on your right leg. Use your inhales to sit tall, your exhales to twist a little bit more deeply. Good, release the hands and unwind. And then we'll go the other way. Right arm comes behind your back. You can reach for your left hip if you'd like. Left hand comes to your right leg. Sit tall, exhale, twist. Relaxing through the legs, feeling them open up. Create space, expand. Good, unwind. And then use your hands to help your legs come back together. I know that's not the most comfortable thing to come out of sometimes. From there, let's roll it down to the mat. Stretch the arms overhead. Nice deep breaths there. Go ahead and walk your feet in a little bit and then cross the left leg over the right. Flexing both feet, let's draw that right leg in toward your chest until you feel that stretch in your left hip. Again, asking for more space, creating more space. Let that go. We'll do the same on the other side, crossing the right over the left, flexing that right foot especially, and then drawing the left knee toward the chest, holding the left hamstring, and breathing into that space you're creating in your hips. Let's let that go. You can tuck both knees into your chest and rock a little bit. Good. Let the feet come to the floor as wide as the mat with the toes pointed out a little bit. And then let your knees cave in toward one another so your knees come together. Let's rest our hands on our bellies and feel the breath coming and going, the slight, gentle rise of your belly as you inhale, and that soft fall of your belly as you exhale. Relax through the shoulders, the face. If you're comfortable here, here's where we can stay. Taking these next few minutes for yourself, clearing your mind, clearing your body, and resting. start to bring a little movement back into our bodies. Letting the knees fall to the right and then letting your body follow that. Pausing for a moment, allowing that change, adjusting out of that space of relaxation. And then coming back to sitting, closing your eyes, sitting tall, and just tuning into your hips again and seeing what you feel there. Feeling them hopefully more open, more relaxed, more flexible and giving. Still strong. We still want that stability, but we can have a little of both. Strength and flexibility, stability and openness. Let's bring our palms together. Thank your body for what it did, and I thank you for being here. Namaste.